Today we will be discussing Charles' law and we will understand how it works and where it originated from. Okay, so basically the idea is that if you have a balloon, so now there are gas particles inside the balloon. Let's say you use liquid nitrogen and you cool down the balloon. Once you cool it down, the particles will lose their energy and the balloon is going to shrink. So basically, point being that when the temperature decreases, the volume of the gas also decreases. So the gas, once it was occupying this much space, now it is only occupying this much space. Similarly, if you have, let's say, a hot air balloon has particles, gas particles, which are heated. Now, once they are heated, their density it decreases. When their density decreases, they begin to rise. And that is how a hot air balloon rises in air. Again, similarly, their temperature is increasing, and then the volume is also increasing, which is why the hot air balloon is such a huge balloon. Now, basically, the idea is that when a gas is heated, it expands. Now, uh, a gas expands because once it's heated, its volume also increases when the particles gain enough energy to occupy first lesser space, and then when they gain more energy, they occupy a greater space. And that, okay. Anyways, so their density in a hot air balloon, as I was saying, the density decreases and the balloon is allowed to rise. Okay, so when gas particles, let's say, heat is provided to them from whatever source, their speed increases, they move faster. When they move faster, the collisions with each other, and when they collide more frequent, the volume that they occupy also increases. As I said in my previous video of kinetic particle theory, that the gases will take whatever space is available to them. Anyways, okay, so now let's focus on what is Charles' law. Charles' law basically proves that when pressure of a specific ideal gas is constant, the temperature and the volume of that gas will be directly proportional to each other. They will be directly proportional. Okay, basically the idea is that if the pressure is constant of let's say xyz gas, when its temperature increases, its volume will also increase, and when its temperature decreases, the volume it is occupying is also going to decrease. So basically this can also be written as v is directly proportional to t, v being volume of the gas, t being the temperature, and also as v is equals to k over t. Now, the main formula that is usually used for describing Charles' law is V1 T1 is equals to V2 T2. Now, this can be now let's say you have any two gases. One of the gas is X, the other one is Z. Now, they have told you that X occupies a volume of, let's say, 190 centimeter square, where at the cube 190 centimeter cube, and it, let's say, occupies a temperature of 10 degrees celsius, 10 fahrenheit, kelvin, 10 kelvin. Now that is the values that you have present of X. Let's say for Z they have given you that the volume is 200 centimeter cube. Now let's say that you're supposed to find what the temperature is. To do that, you have to make a formula. Okay, so X has a volume of 190 centimeter cube and it has a temperature of 10 Kelvin, whereas Z is 200 centimeter cube of volume and the temperature is unknown. Now we're going to apply the formula of V1 T1 is equals to V2 T2. Now it is important to ensure that the pressure for both the gases is remaining constant. It is not changing. Okay. Um, Now Using this formula, we can ensure and find out that basically 190 into 10 is equals to 200 into x, and then you find out that x is 9.5 Kelvin. Okay, so that is how you can use the Charles law formula to find out unknown values. Now, one thing to ensure when you are using this specific formula V1 T1 is equals to V2 T2 is to ensure that temperature is in Kelvin. It is not supposed to be in Celsius. It would be wrong if it is in Celsius. Now, to do the conversion, it has to be basically x degrees Celsius plus 273.15 is equals to y degrees Kelvin. Let's say you know you have it in Celsius. Let's say it is 20 Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius. So to change it into Kelvin, you will input this formula: 20 degrees Celsius plus 273.15 is equals to K, and that would be 293.15 Kelvin. This would be your answer, and this is the value you're supposed to use. Using this value would be absolutely wrong and would give you the wrong answer with this formula. So you're supposed to convert. Okay. Now, summing it all up, the idea is that Charles' law, it basically states that volume is directly proportional to temperature. Formula is V1 T1 is equals to V2 T2. It is important to ensure that the pressure of this gas remains constant. It is not changing. And also, in the earlier slides, I've also explained how the volume varies with the temperature. When the temperature increases, the gases particles, they gain energy and they move with faster speed, occupying more volume. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below, like, share, and subscribe.